All right, shalom, shalom. We're the brothers of the Great Millstone, a branch here in Chicago. And first and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakash.
Double honors unto the apostles, double honors unto the elder bishops. Salutations to all my fellow laborers that's doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their freedom, risking their lives to do so now more so than ever. The 144,000 and the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigners among the heathen nations that look like the heathen nations. This is not a black thing. And to the few akwaf that are listening and learning. And today's subject, you're seeing it on the screen. That if you could put that on there, brother. You probably want to scoot up further, so yeah. It's the unruly women and sinful simps. Are about to be judged. There's a lot of judgment coming. I'm going to open with this scripture. And this is Jude 1 and 14. And it reads, "And Enoch also the seventh from Adam prophesied of these things, saying, Behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000s of his saints to execute judgment upon all, to convince all the ungodly among them all their ungodly deeds, which they have ungodly committed, and all their harsh speeches, which ungodly sinners have spoken against them." The Lord is coming to destroy and bring punishment to all who speak out against the gospel and that speak out against the men of the Lord.
Right.
All right? We're not doing this out of pride. We're not doing this out of vainglory. We're doing this out of fear that we don't be destroyed and that we be counted worthy of salvation and what's about to come. Because this thing is here, man. There's all sorts of signals and red flags going off left and right. They keep talking about black swan events, and when the alphabet squad starts telling you about threats, there's some shit that they're gonna do, and then blame it conveniently on whoever they want to blame it on. And unfortunately, for them, the American public has pretty much woke up to that. They have lost the trust. Americans do not trust nor believe in their government anymore. Except for the stupid ones. All right. But the majority of the average American does not trust. I just saw a comedy skit where it was with Joe Rogan, and it said, before, the C-1-9er thing, that he believed that, that the jump thing, the jump off, was the greatest thing to mankind. And after, he said he believed it is the worst thing. He don't believe that that they ever went to the moon, and he don't believe shit anymore because the floodgate of truth has opened up. All right, and Esau is being exposed. You brothers can chime in.
You
got something? Okay.
I'm hot.
Second David 15:8, and you got it. I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things, in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. We're complaining about this. This, first of all, everybody's got to deal with Esau, Edom on down. And guess what? Once we get done with Esau, Edom, we come home, guess what we got to deal with? Our women, our families, and these niggas, man. What Esau has done is put the woman over the man, like the scriptures say, a woman shall compass the man. All right? Come on, thank you.
And we also live in a society where they reward wickedness. If you can put that on the screen.
Father said, with great dignity.
I got this right quick just to prove the point that the elder Malcolm I had mentioned. This is Luke 21 and 36. It says, "Watch therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all the things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man." So it said, like he said, not only are we watching, right, but we're praying that we be counted worthy to escape those things, because serious times are coming, man. That's not just a mantra. That's not a fear tactic. All right, we're not fear mongering to subject you, but ultimately to let you know that the Lord's going to bring all this judgment, man. Okay, because when he brings that judgment, you're going to know we try to warn you, all right, knowing the terror of the Lord, man, because ain't nothing we're going to do that's going to provoke you to fear. We're only going to let you know, hey, judgment's coming. It's coming bad. It said a worst time like never. It said who shall be righteous men said, who shall be deliver me in those days? All right, prophets said that. Imagine you, little piece of shit third ass, or you wacky tacky Christians, all you that ain't truly serving the Lord. What place have you? If Esdras himself, when he saw all the destruction around him, feared, what makes you think you're safe, man?
Exactly, brother. Go ahead, bring it down, brother.
This is going to what you led with about that guy that basically lost all faith and trust in the government. He believed it was all lies.
Perfect.
Well, this is Sirach 20 and 24. A lie is a foul blot in the man, yet it is continually in the mouth of the untaught. And the fact of the matter is, St. John, the 8th chapter, calls this devil the father of lies. All right? And that's who he is. So once he got caught up in such lies, hey, look, they should have been realized this year when they came out and admitted that they had partook in the assassination of JFK. So once that came out, it should be like, well, what else did you lie about?
Exactly.
Because you lied like that. Like you said, it's
That's a big thing. And there was no justice served against anybody within the CIA and the government that committed those heinous crimes. They actually, and then they created the word conspiracy.
Yep.
They made conspiracy theory a thing when they conspired to murder a man, all right, and then tried to make folly of people who spoke about, and called them conspiracy theorists and the people who spoke about it.
Yep.
And then the truth came out that the driver turned around and shot the woman, which makes complete and total sense, which is the reason why she was climbing over the trunk of the car away from the driver. Freaking out because this man just turned around and blew your husband's head off in front of the whole everybody that was out there in Dallas, and then they started pointing to windows and Lee Harvey Oswald and murdered this man immediately, so the dead men don't talk, and then they have the same remnants of what happened with Trump, except Trump they missed. All right, so it's the same bullshit,
Same
man.
MO, and not to mention they confessed about the Tuskegee experiments. They did that shit. There's
The Guatemala, everything that they've done to Jacob, man. And to other people, to their own citizens. They released chemicals on whole fucking neighborhoods. They did it in San Francisco, released it on the whole population of San Francisco, going back to the 1940s and 50s.
Elder, not so far. In Will County, when them people were getting cancer and they started testing to that it was basically a company that made pharmaceutical products. Now, if you ever known the pharmaceutical products, they're always wrapped on that special paper that has that alcohol, basically to avoid contaminants. Well, in that suburb, it was here in Illinois, where after they shut down the factory, people were basically it was like a 30 to 40% increase of cancer in that area because they were manufacturing the shit that goes to the hospitals, which gets all them chemical wraps to avoid infections, was causing cancer to the people in that suburb.
Brother, everything that Esau does is causing a detrimental effect in every single way. He does not care about you. I heard the fact that toilet paper, they put chemicals on toilet paper because when you put it on your behind, it goes straight into your body.
Yeah, that's one of the fastest ways to do it, because now we found out that a lot of druggies take their drugs through their
Torpedo, that's what they call it.
all right? And I was like, what the
Suppository.
fuck? But then I found out that, that's because it gets into your system really
They're
fast.
going to run your bloodstream. There's people that even drink
Do the vodka.
alcohol like that too.
That
It's
shit,
going to go straight to your
that shit
bloodstream.
crazy.
Yeah, they do the vodka. They do like
And we gonna get to the video. When she farted on it and all that. Shit, fuck the hot tour. But
I think that's part of it.
put it back on that screen, and we gonna get on these 304s.
Bring it out, Reed.
All right, zoom in and get it on it, man. I don't know if you can see it through the camera, if people can see it. But the point being, man, and then the sad thing is that this woman is in Chicago. She put her face out there, and she's actually, she's somewhat attractive. All right, and physically, but morally and physically on another scale, from a DNA level, she's completely and totally defiled. All right, and it says, and I'm just gonna read it. This is from No Jumper, a Chicago woman going viral for admitting. It says that I remember I got mad, so she got mad at, and I'm gonna assume she got mad at her man.
Yeah.
All right, or her woman. She probably got both. One time, and sucked 16, and they got the the eggplant emoji there. All right, 16. How many of those you think she swallowed?
16.
She probably swallowed every one of them.
I fuck with it.
She probably somebody get that in Second Ezra. I mean Sirach. They drank the water, every water that's near her. You can get it in the NL, get it in some of them other versions too. Go ahead, bring it out, brother.
This is Sirach 26 and 12. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he has found the fountain, and drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down, and open her quiver against every arrow.
So how many of them out of that? So she opened a quiver against every arrow. You know, the quiver is what you put your arrows in when you're shooting a bow. So and a quiver can hold quite a few arrows. All right. So so how many? You know, all this. So I'm going to assume that that everybody that put their eggplant in their mouth, they more than likely put it in her too.
Oh.
All right. Well, I would assume at least half of them.
All
right. Because she got mad and she went out and did this.
No man is gonna be. If that's all you're doing is not. That's all they did. They all bust.
And it might have all been at once too, because the brother just told me about when he was in college. He went into a dorm and there was a line of dudes.
Yeah, boy. I got it in the G&T.
Bring it out, brother.
This is the same scripture, Sirach 26 and 12 in the G&T. It says she'll spread her legs anywhere for any man who wants her.
Wow, G&T is a good news translation?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
That is good news that we figure out that our woman is our enemy.
It says she'll spread her legs anywhere for any man who wants her.
In the streets.
Amos.
Go ahead, y'all.
Yep. It says she'll spread her legs anywhere for any man who wants her, just as a thirsty traveler will drink whatever water is available.
Man, so she spread her legs for 16 people and drank the water of 16 people, quite frankly. All right? And guess what? She'll get called a boss bitch. She'll get glorified, big up. You go, girl.
Getting that bag.
Yeah, she went 16 times. She got her payback. And then if there's actual paperwork connecting her to whoever she got mad at, she will get rewarded for this behavior.
Title 4D, baby.
She'll get Title 4D, unlawful child support. Child support is unlawful. Fuck what you think. It's completely unlawful. It's unconstitutional.
Show it to me in the Bible.
All right, because in the Bible, and according to the laws of the land, it's they violate the Constitution to enforce it. All right, we'll just leave it at that. All right, because for anyone who's doubted it, it's true. It's 100% true. All right, it's not a right, and it tells you too in their own bylaws that Title 4D was meant for the state treasury, and it was never meant to support the custodial parent or the child. It was never meant for you. You get crumbs according to what the state and all the people that are prosecuting and jamming up these poor individuals who are victims of it. And then they have the nerve to call it child support to make it sound like it was this noble thing. All right, when it's all a front. But this woman will get rewarded for that. She'll get child support and alimony for doing this, but according to the Bible, she's supposed to get a sword. Right. Jezebel got thrown out a window and eaten by dogs.
Dogs.
And the scripture said if the woman don't act right, she's supposed to leave with nothing.
Yeah.
All right. If you put the woman out, them kids stay with you, and your money stay with you.
And this proves who we are because we're under the curses, but because the Bible said that our women would behave this way in the end. This is part of the curses. All right. And despite what you think, a woman is not equal to a man. All right. In the Holy Scriptures and within the Bible, all right, a man is allowed to have multiple women if he chooses. All right, if he wishes to. All this, monogamy, that's not scriptural. That's not biblical at all. All right, it clearly tells you if thou shalt take another wife. That's scriptural. All right, and that's just one of the precepts to prove it. All right. Now, at this point, if this is all I have to choose from, I'd rather be by myself, man. I'm waiting on the Lord, man. The Lord got women lined up for all of us. And Thawadi Yahweh Shana Shai, I've actually been in contact with one of mine. All right. So the Lord got women lined up for us, man. All right, you don't have to go out and look for women. The Lord already got them for you, bro.
I just said that earlier.
All right.
I just
You know, I'm
said.
not. Because I'm like the elder apostle Gavar at this point. I'm on monk mode. I'm so disgusted and sick and over women, man. I leave that for you young brothers who too hot to handle yourself. I'm done, man.
Yeah, better
Everything you can think of that you done tried, I done did it already. I promise you. And I'm done. I don't want to do it.
Can I back you up?
Bring it out,
This
bro.
is Sirach 25. I want to read this whole thing. I'm just-
Read the whole chapter. Back to back.
I'm
2 chapters.
I'm gonna jump around a little bit, all right? Because we can do that. Verse 9, vocab.
Every other
Verse
one.
19, all wickedness. Now, understand when the Lord says things in certain ways. He said all wickedness. So I will stop right
The
there.
most wicked man.
All wickedness, any kind of wicked act.
The wickedest
The
man.
wickedest act. If you go around the room, we don't have to do it.
Don't.
If we was to go around the room and say, hey, what do you think is the most sinful?
Well,
of
the
sin?
height of sin for a man is sodomy.
Okay,
So a wicked
Right.
woman will outdo the wickedness of 2 gay men doing the worst act that 2 men can do.
Come on,
Dang,
man.
man.
Perfectly put. All wickedness is below a smigger to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Jumping down, verse 24.
No, I just said that's right.
Yeah. Of women, now this one is another banga.
And this is the point. This is what makes it even more wicked, because the influence that women have. All right. It's a video.
Go ahead.
It's a video. The man pulled the camera out, and it was him, his baby mom in the car, and the kids in the back. And he pulled the camera out to record and tell them kids, y'all mom is teaching y'all to be gentlemen. Well, she was teaching y'all to be gentlemen. Open the car, basically be a simp. He was mad about it. And he say, what are you teaching your daughters to be? And this out her mouth, and the boys seen it, and what her response was to finesse men. So these bitches are influencing their sons to be weak-minded simps and telling the women, teaching their daughters to take advantage of that shit.
To be
man.
boss bitches.
Yeah, so
basically.
yeah. So these women, they perpetuate the wickedness. Whatever they doing, because it's a gay man, and this nigga's gay. And he was mad at people because they getting on him because he don't want his son to see that he's gay. He don't want to expose that to him. If he's gonna be there, he's gonna be there. If he's not, he's not. He don't want to influence that. A woman wants to put her bullshit on her children in the world.
Wow. Dwayne Wade and Gabriel.
And Gabriel Union spearheaded that because the baby mama came out about that.
Oh yeah.
So all wickedness is little to the wickedness of a woman. A woman will well, Adam went off because the woman came and persuade. She ain't just be wicked by herself and say, you know what, fuck it. She went and took that shit straight to Adam,
Right.
and convinced him to go off.
That's right. Hey, of
Yeah,
the
the
woman
scripture.
came the beginning of sin. As you said that, I was reading that. That's the spirit. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. This is from the mouth of the Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Women are a dangerous motherfucking dude. Right?
How many kings, when you read through the king, hey,
No.
how many of the northern kingdom kings was wicked?
Everyone.
Right. And how many of those kings went on their own and killed the prophets, went and killed all the so-called righteous men? It was only when the woman was an influence that she went and killed the prophets. She went to make sure these sons got taken out. This lineage got taken out. That was the women that did that. The men never thought, you know what, as wicked as he is, he never stood on the throne and said, he's going to kill all the motherfucking prophets.
Come on, bro.
Even when the northern kingdom split, they didn't kill the Levites that was to be priestly. They stepped into the southern kingdom. But when the woman had that influence
Yeah.
and had her sons here, she influenced him to go kill all the bloodline, your brothers.
Yeah.
Wickedness.
All right,
Yeah.
go kill the prophets.
Them men that's speaking against us, speaking the words of the Lord. You need to
I was about to
eliminate
say
them
John the Baptist.
because you're the king, all right? And they're speaking against you, son. You could just hear the nigga woman speaking in old, why am I hearing an English accent? That's what they confused us with, you know?
Hey, here's his head in a possum, I know it.
Right. But yeah,
crazy.
No, but
Crazy.
John the
She
Baptist
could've-
put his head in a charger.
She could have asked for anything. She could have. The nigga woman could have asked for anything.
really, Jim.
Right? But what she asked for?
The mother had the daughter
had
do
the
it.
daughter do it. She said, "Ask for the head of John the Baptist, man." Like she could have asked for anything from the king, any fucking thing, but she wanted to kill the prophet.
Well, he said up to half of the kingdom, he said it was? You could ask for that.
Yeah, he could have asked her what it for. She could have asked for forever, for anything. The bitch said, "Oh, I want the head of John the Baptist."
Because she felt
But
cut.
his
She
mama,
was-
because the mama was cut.
You know what?
I'm saying?
Because you know what? Because he condemned her for her whoredoms.
Yep.
Like the lady on the screen,
Witness.
right? He witnessed against her whoredoms, and she got mad, and he nuzzed her daughter. And you know, and so ask that Edomite, you know, fake J00, that ish for John's head.
And what is this?
Right, that Herodian, all right, for Hebrew Israelites' head.
You talking about the selfishness, man. The Lord says a grief of heart and sorrow of mind is a woman that's jealous of another woman.
Mm-hmm.
Women are so selfish. When you ask women, they will be honest.
You just, you know, can I read it? You said it. 2 Corinthians 16:49.
Promise
Like as a whore envieth a righteous, honest, and virtuous woman.
Damn.
So the women who are actually trying to live right, the women who are talking about shutting the fuck up, and being submissive, and being right. Oh, that's just a
He
pig.
just tried to be a pig.
You know, and I heard that for the first time about a year and a half ago. I didn't really know what it means.
And I want to pick
Coming
her.
from some old loudmouth feminist, you know,
Independent
scissoring ass feminist, you know, scissor expert, all right, who also like, you know, dudes too. She one of them wicked ass, you know.
And that's what I was gonna say,
She
Elder.
just a pick me.
Elder, and I was going to say that's a new danger among these wicked ass women, because these wicked ass women not only will do dicks, but what they'll do is they'll convince you, or they'll try to convince you that they have a gay friend, and then get drunk with him, fuck him, and he's been doing other fucking dudes in the butt. So that's a new thing, like you said. You think that that's far as it goes. Now you have these same hoes fucking that gay friend, and then that now you done fucking forgave her.
Perfect. Perfect. And how you? Yeah, it ain't no forgiving once they do that to you.
Yeah.
You got. I don't care how much you love them.
Yeah.
And all that other stuff, man. They're already defiled, man.
Work on
Matter of
yourself,
fact,
King.
You going off if you do that.
Yeah.
Go to Jeremiah 20:23 and put the camera back on her, and then we're gonna actually play some of that folly video. But with this particular woman, just lambacking off what what Ariella said, this woman, when she went out and did that, do you think she told whoever she was with?
Hell no.
You know,
She did not.
well, she did now, but do you think she went and told before
Hell
she
no.
laid with him again?
Hell no.
That was the whole point. She did it, and then she went back and kissed him and laid with him and was with him. All right,
It's not,
and probably and kiss, and if they had children, she's kissing on the
Oh.
I mean,
feed, biting the food and feeding the baby after she done had 16 specimens in her mouth.
And all that
now
DNA telling
attached,
about it.
that's attached to her spinal column and attached to her DNA, and now she more bugged out. And that's just that. If she admitted she did that one time, 16, how many has she done? And that also
Right.
means that she's done this before.
That's
So
not-
this is a woman who's had gangbangs. She's probably been in orgies. She's done it all, man. And unfortunately, that's what you men are dealing with out there in the streets, man.
See what her name is, right? Lola Money. She all about the money. She
Yeah.
a hoe.
So-
She a thot.
yeah.
She going out there. She out there dealing with men for financial gain.
Testing the
Got quick
waters.
ones. I mean,
Go ahead, absolutely, brother.
this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 30 and verse 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth
Came out again.
and saith, I have done no wickedness.
Yeah, right.
Spirit brother came.
She right. She got to wipe that those specimens off her face.
Hey,
And then I haven't done anything. No, you've done something, all right.
hey,
All right, you've defiled yourselves. Anybody got that, Jeremiah? Yeah, Bible show. Yeah, from the top, brother. I think it's 1 through 3, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Jeremiah 23:1. Woe be unto the pastors. That there's 3 of them.
You want Jeremiah 3 and 1?
3, brother.
I got it, because I know what you meant. Hey, come on, man. Jeremiah 3 and 1. They say if a man put away his wife, and she go from him and become a brother, got to discern stuff, man. I
Right.
snapped on Jake on the line about that. You got to discern it. Jeremiah 3 and 1. They say if a man put away his wife, and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return to her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted?
There it is, man. So what was happening here? You can get that in another. Yeah, could you read it in that the version that you read? It what could be, because no, it's plain to us.
Right.
But Jake make the excuse they get lost with the thee and thous of the from the King James or the old King's English.
And then
It's
quick
plain to us.
a quick point about those sins. It says, "Then thou shalt remove the evil among Israel." Man, that's how you end that shit, man. All right, when it said that they were put to death, that's how that shit was dealt with, man. That's why this is a recurring problem from a liberty that the white man gave you, man. This is a recurring problem from having the wicked in authority, because Ishmael still goes by that rule, man. All right, Ishmael said, and look, they're gonna fight you, fucking rock and stick.
Do it too.
Yeah, no, they definitely do
Matter
that.
of fact, most of the Muslim cultures still follow that.
I think what do they do to their kid? They circumcise their kid or whatever, so the women don't feel joy. Right. That's what I'm saying. They even do that shit to them. Right.
That's a whole other
Right.
shit.
And that's the wicked shit. That's wicked. I met a girl like that.
Yeah, I don't know why you would want your woman not to enjoy you. That's
Come on, man.
retarded shit. All right,
That's
go
weird
ahead,
shit.
bro.
It's Micah 7 10. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is Yahweh thy God? My eyes shall become.
Why's the Lord calling the female of Jake our enemy, man?
Yeah, because that scripture is 100% talking about the Israelite woman,
Fact.
and it's mainly talking about the Judite woman.
That's right, brother.
All right, the women of the unfortunately is talking about the women of the main tribe. All right,
And they have the most influence. More and more I've been seeing, and brothers been even saying it more and more. I'm seeing young girls. I'm talking about 12, 13, see a girl with a big butt. Damn, she got a big butt. Look at that. I mean, women are more enthralled by a bitch ass than niggas
You
sometimes.
said on the comment boards, I'm the bitches, they all start the same way. I'm no better than these niggas, girl. Look at that ass. Bitch, you
Yeah,
just want to
man.
be gay, bitch.
Brother,
They gotta blame us. That's natural for us.
Man, I
we
remember one
supposed to
time-
wicked.
Women thought
I was
it
on a
fun in
train.
strip club.
Matter of fact, I was on my way to Bounce, or either to the Anyway, I was on a train once, and this was many years ago because I was like 29. All right, I was 29 years old. I do remember that. Swole as fuck, in shape, and it was a bunch of high school girls on the train with me, and a young girl called herself macking me down. And I was like, I said, girl, don't you think you're a little young for me? And the girl told me, she looked me dead in my face. She said, too young for you. I'll teach you a thing or two. And I was like, damn. I thought to myself, she probably could. But the point that she was so bold, and this was that long ago. All right, because I'm far past, I ain't seen my 20s in a long time, man. So I'm far past that. And that was at the end of my 20s. All right? And shit has got so much worse since then. All right, hey, what we just witnessed for the 4 or 5 days of Lollapalooza, man, in Chicago, it was nothing but a nipple, cleavage, and booty fest on the street.
Some of them in high school.
Some of those, and you know what? And the sad thing is that many of them were high school girls, and it was many of their parents who bought them the tickets.
And
They
they got
gave
a lot
them
of
the money.
kids in
They
there.
gave them the money to go and participate, and got the rooms and everything.
Seen
So
their
I can
pockets.
only imagine
They
the
mamas.
amount of activities like her on the screen that went on from last Thursday to Sunday, right through the double Shabbat. They were all in them hotel rooms having orgies and scissoring and doing the shit that this girl was doing. All right.
And Yaki said something heavy. I was gonna make that same point. He said, and they seen their outfits. And you know what's crazy? If you want to correct them and talk about their outfits, why they dress like that, these are they children. They had a fucking 3-year-olds out there dressed like that, 4, 5, 6,
Sure they
12.
Sure
And you would mention like you should have had a dress like that. And their response is, why you sexualizing this child? Nobody's doing that. The fact of the matter is you got to teach them to respect their fucking selves. Because then they grow up and dress like this, and what do you call it? Dressing sexy. Well, how is that not sexualized already? You call it sexy.
It's fucking
Right?
retarded, brother.
In Lollapalooza, they had a section. I was driving down Lake Shore Drive, and I saw it. Lollapalooza for the kids. So they got a section for
Palooza kids.
Palooza kids, bro. And then so these you glorifying and everybody in there butt naked. I mean, some of them wearing tassels. Some people got the little all they got on their breast is a tassel covering the nipple. A little string going down over the whole breast and the whole nine. We see them with them big ass stacks and shit. This is what you want your little kid to see. This is what you're idolizing. Folly is set in great motherfucking dignity. This shit is nasty as hell, man.
You sexualizing that.
These niggas weeping for that shit too.
They
My
simps.
daughter, my wife's daughter, which is my daughter, her fucking daddy, we sent her to go, he went and visit her, I think it was last year, and she had long dresses on. He said, man, why you got my daughter dressed like a damn cornball? He was basically scoffing that she was covered up. You know what I'm saying? She was scoffing that she got covered up. My wife, she went down to Atlanta, with her auntie. Her auntie asked her, she said, why you, if you gonna be with a nigga, at least get something for it. At least you should be making some money being with these niggas. She said, she telling her she too pretty to, be with a nigga like me. But she telling her, promoting her, like, look, you need to be getting you some money off that pussy.
You need to be doing what she doing.
She told her.
It's basically what she's trying to tell her.
And
that's why the lesson is named what it's named. These unruly ass women, all right, and these sinful simps. The damn chimpanzee army.
That's right.
All right? And it's an army of them. Because you got them go queen, or you got the dude that'll pull up and open his door for him.
Yeah.
Talking about, oh, that nigga don't want you can get in the car with me, baby. You gonna kiss her too, nigga, after all that? All right? After she done gargled all them different proteins.
Man, he don't care. He decided to get what he can get. These niggas
wicked ass. And when you understand the anatomy and the biology involved in it, and how that stuff stay in them, and then you go inside of here, and you gotta remember, man, your penis has an open mouth on it. So when you in there, and I can only imagine the smell, that comes out of her, like rotten sardines that's been in enclosed containment for a couple years.
She's probably crazy.
Soon as she get wet, that funk hit you, boy. No, you know what do they say back in the day, the smell test, the finger test.
Oh wow.
Yeah, a lot of guys would do that. The finger test, man. They'll play with it, get a high, steamy. They're right, and then they would test that shit. Like, nah, I'm good, baby. I don't. Never mind.
Here.
When you lose your erection, man, when you go from 12 o'clock to back to 6,
It's happening.
Especially when you're young, man. That 12 o'clock, right at my neighbor, boy. When you take that away, it's done. It's over, man. Right? Bring it out, brother.
This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also the women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broidered hair or gold or pearls or costly array. And that's the standard of the scriptures, man. The Lord, the Almighty, who created the heavens and earth, has instructed women to dress modestly, man. All right? And, you guys decided to go your own way, man. When the Lord comes back to bring judgment on this place, all right, you're going to have to answer for your ways, man. Okay?
That's right. Yes, if I may say, because those instructions right there come from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And the Most High God said, I am a spirit. Therefore, you must worship me in spirit and in truth. You see, spirit, that's the strength. Spirit, that's life. You don't have no spirit in your body, you're dead. You see? So, I want to get a couple those scriptures real quick. It says, Matthew chapter 26 and 41. It says, watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. So the spirit is strength, is life. The flesh is weak and death, right? Now in 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7, it says, likewise ye husbands dwell with them, your wives, the women, according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. And the point is, though, that the woman is the weaker vessel, right? So she's more prone to go to flesh, all right? She's more prone to go to what's weak, which is the flesh. Lean into your own understanding, establishing your own righteousness, right? So they're more prone to go to a death style as opposed to a lifestyle, which the brother Yahweh just read, all right, the scripture is how a woman should be. That's the instructions, all right, from the Most High God. And when you don't follow the instructions of the Most High God, you weak. You're about death, all right? You're about madness, sickness, everything that's going to have this world like it is today, a living hell, as opposed to rolling with the instructions of the Most High God, so the world would be a paradise. If everyone went according to the instructions of the Most High God, everyone would be in a good case. But when you sit up here and you go towards the flesh, when you go towards what's weak, when you go towards death, that's what you get. And that's what's going on. When we speaking these things, letting it be known, all right, come repent, come back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because we all have, you know, in our ignorance, went towards, you know, the flesh and leaning to our own understanding and, you know, establishing our own righteousness, doing what we want to do, being self-willed. And that's shameful.
Yeah, it is.
You see? But when you're shamefaced, that means, well, you're rolling with the Most High God and what He say, His instructions, rolling with the ways of life, rolling with the ways of strength, of power, right? And you go the opposite way, then that's death. And that's what these women are on, man, and more prone to do.
Yeah, you know what, y'all, because they want to be in a defiled state. Did we finish that, Jeremiah? We didn't. No. Go ahead and finish it, Brother Baba.
This is back in Jeremiah 3:1. They say if a man put away his wife, and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted?
Yeah, and I went through that, you know, not that long ago. All right, I went with that, and it hurt it because I really did. I really loved that woman. Mm-hmm. And brothers who know, you know, they know. I love that woman, man. And you know, and the funny thing is that after that happened, that's when that smell kicked in, because it wasn't like that before.
It was crazy.
So, you know, and through the spirit, I knew before, you know, it even came out. Then it came out, and I was done.
And the spirit always quickens.
And never looked back. And guess what? She gonna need me way before I need her. All right. So she back in the world. So she probably done been through 16. I don't know. I don't care. All right.
These women, when they first of all, when they talk amongst themselves, that's one thing that they, the internet and the social media is now really showing the blunt, raw, dog-ass nature of these females. Right?
Yeah. Yep. And they always talking about men, but look at these women.
But you'll never see the men ain't as slow down as these women, bro. They sitting there and they get together and they'll even on these little podcasts.
Well, and they plot, and they also have the law on their side, so they get the benefits of unrighteous decrees supporting their wickedness.
They'll post something like, when you let your intrusive thoughts win, and that's basically what social media allows them. It gives them a platform to post the shit that before these bitches used to just eat and keep in their brain, which is shit anyway.
Right.
Now, matter of fact, now that you said that, bring up that video about the show. We'll let a little bit of it play. You got something you want to bring out right now?
I can wait.
Okay, come.
Y'all want to bring out what you got?
Absolutely.
This is the book of this is the book of Tobit, chapter 4 and verse 13. It says, "Now therefore, my son, love thy brethren, and despise not in thine heart thy brethren, the sons and daughters of thy people, and not taking the wife of them. For in pride is destruction and much trouble, and in lewdness is decay and great want. For lewdness is the mother of famine."
It was blocking the word.
Like the brother Yakir.
Could you read it again? I'm sorry.
Come. This is the book of Tobit, chapter 4 and verse 13. It says, "Now therefore, my son, love thy brethren, and despise not in thy heart thy brethren." And what is love? It's teaching of the commandments, man. That we continue to push the way of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, so we can establish a nation that's big and plentiful. As it is written, the Lord teaches us to profit, man. But this world teaches death, man. It says, "The sons and daughters of thy people, in not taking," it says, "and despise not in thine heart thy brethren, the sons and daughters of thy people, and not taking the wife of them. For in pride is destruction and much trouble, and in lewdness is decay and great want."
Can I grab the definition of lewd?
That's most I see now.
Real quick, this is the definition of lewd. It says obscene or indecent, low, ignorant, vulgar, base, vile, wicked. worthless, bad. Yep.
Can you read the first two definitions of
Obscene, indecent.
it? Indecent.
Yeah, low, ignorant, inclined to, characterized by, or inciting to lust or lechery.
And the funny part is, they'll they ask the women, what are you afraid of? And then one woman was like, what happens if 911 goes and what men would do, or something that the bitch said.
But she was the smartest one.
But
At least she thought about it.
these women are so dumb. You got these men that are just 100 times stronger than you, 1,000 times smarter than you, 1,000 times patient than you. You sitting there doing all this ripping about the bam, and that day, when the Lord says, rise up, you women, you careless women that are at ease, all right? These women are at ease right now. But once that tree turned from green to dry,
No, they getting snatched up and sold and
Nah.
trafficked, and
Nah.
it's still in the green tree.
Mhm.
So what happens? Women are getting trafficked every day. Children, all right, every day in Babylon. Probably here more than any other place in the world.
Absolutely.
And it's still a green tree. So what happens when that green tree dries up? And we're so frighteningly, we're so dangerously close to that time.
Right.
You gotta understand, man, that with this whole threat of WW3, now you got all the alphabet agencies saying, talking about all these things that are gonna happen, all these warnings. You got Black Swan events that's lined up the yin yang, man.
Yeah.
And the Black Swan event, if you don't understand what that means, the Black Swan event is usually an event that was done by an individual, but they did it themselves so they can blame it on another individual. That's what that means. So, and most of the things that's happened in American history over the last 100 years or so have been Black Swan events.
And
All right.
How that saying go? Desperate time calls for
Desperate measures. All right. So look, if I control the media, I could have something done and then put the face of whoever I want on it and say that this person is responsible. They show you shit like that in the Hunger Games.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
We live in real life Hunger Games, but not yet.
Right.
All right.
Right.
It's just gonna continue to hype until it gets to its apex of Jacob's trouble. You about to say
Yeah, let me make a quick point. 'Cause you can tell it's an agenda because they're doing it worldwide. Even in Russia, their champion just got his eye pulled out, and the media is putting basically trying to blame the immigrants. But then when you really look into it,
Wow.
he went and interrupted another fight, made himself get in their business, and then he got his ass beat for jumping in.
And lost his eye.
Yep. So they try to make it seem
Was he
like
a boxer or something?
Yeah, he was a champion. They try to make it seem
Well, I
like
guess he shouldn't have been champion. He got faded by street nigga.
yeah, it was yeah.
So then maybe he really right and wasn't as good as he thought.
And they trying to blame the Muslims. They trying to blame them for it over there.
Yeah.
And then you see it all in the comments, motherfuckers mad. It's the same thing with Europe. It's all Europe. They said America is the blacks in Europe. It's the Muslims.
And I just saw something too. They were like the women in Spain aren't safe, and they were showing some dark skinned Muslim dude with woolly hair, snatching on some Edomite woman and pulling on her arm so hard when he pulled, and all of a sudden her blouse was in his hand. And the other two Edomite men were standing right there. They weren't helping her.
Yeah.
So, hey, MGTOW, you strong and independent. There was two Edomite men sitting right there the whole time. He's trying to pull her, and she trying to yank away from him, and he had her sleeve. Next thing you know, her shirt was in it. She slid right out her shirt. All right.
We'll finish that out.
Is there
I'll finish real
footage?
quick.
Is there video?
It says, for in pride is destruction and much trouble, and in lewdness is decay and great want. For lewdness is the mother of famine.
And wow. And America and the West in general is full of lewdness. As a matter of fact, the European TV is naked shit on the TV all day long. They have been since going back to the 80s.
Yeah.
I remember watching the old reruns of Benny
Benny
Hill.
Hill. I knew he was supposed to say Benny
All right, and it was just titties on TV on a regular basis when you were watching the. Yeah, it's like, damn. This how they get down in Europe.
I used to love
Yep,
that.
and that's why you about to have famine in all different ways, man. All essentials.
Why can't you hit?
You see? Yep. No, I'm
This is Leviticus 19:29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom and the land become full of wickedness. So it's not just, you could be a whore and that's that. No, you become a whore, those ways are learned, then more whoredoms increase, and then more wickedness increase in the land.
Right.
So soon, like I said, lewdness brings famine. Lewdness brings decay. America is full of whoredoms. The world is. Hey, France been like that. All right, and now this shit is. They mocking.
That's the home of menage a trois.
Yeah.
It's a French word.
Exactly.
Yeah, they made fun of the Last Supper,
Yeah.
and they had them damn drags and trannies on there, and that's supposed to be progressive.
Right.
Hey, more whoredoms led to more wickedness. Whoredoms led to the amount of sodomy you see.
This is true, bro, but I have to speak on something. For the record, the first image of the Last Supper was blasphemy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
yeah,
The original one, because that's not how the
That's
Lord
right,
or the disciples look.
Right.
Just wanted to throw
no
that in
facts.
there, brother.
The image is false, but the Last Supper happened.
Yeah.
And they making mockery of things that are holy.
Yes.
And
Right. And then we meaning that making them Edomites in appearance was fucking blasphemy.
yes,
Hey, and
Right.
yes.
I've seen on social media, even my mama, you know what I'm saying, post up, oh, this is the true image of the Last Supper with all the Edomites right there. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to say something, but I was like, what's
Right,
it?
both
But,
those, both those images are fucked up, but the last one is so much worse
Fucked up.
It has.
because it's a blatant. At least the first one is deceptive. This one is just straight up just spit in your
Wicked.
fucking face.
Yeah.
You got the Messiah as a drag queen, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they gonna pay for that, man.
Yeah.
All right, and so
Right.
death is the only thing that's left. Everything is just the world is fucking lewd.
They gonna pay just like
Famine and decay is what's left. So like,
Con, brother. I was just gonna say that they gonna pay just like Antiochus did, in the Maccabees, man. That's coming, man. But put it on there and let's play some of this video, brother. Baba Kusha.
Baba Kusha. Baba Kusha.
That mother of the family, this
Oh, cool.
neighborhood has certainly seen too many shootings. And last night it was Tabitha Jameson. She just turned 21 years old. She was about to start a new job next week. She was sitting in her car right in front of her house with her cut.
That girl said, spit on that thing. That's boring. I'm farting on it. Exactly. Speak to him, toothless. I'm farting on it.
Tua, more like
God damn.
Pua.
I like to meet a hoe who says, you know what, I'm a hoe, yes. I'm a prostitute, I walk the blade, I sell my body, and this is what it is. Yeah, you know what, I have the good fortune, I was just recently in South Africa, in Durban, and you said something earlier that disgusted me, to be honest with you. You said, this is just what I had to do. You live in America. I go to so many countries and people would kill to get here, and they do what they actually have to do. And South Africa is the country with the highest unemployment on the planet Earth. I talked to a woman who's my mother's age who tried to solicit me for prostitution, and I respected the fact that she wanted to work for her money and earn her money. So I said, hey, I'm a podcaster. I'll pay you for a day's work. Let me interview you. I want to hear your story. Because people hear your story claiming that you had to do this. I talked to a woman who actually has to do this in a country with the highest unemployment in the world. You're deluded. And you know what she said in her interview? She said if I could go to America and wash dishes, I would go there and do that happily and send money back to my family. You see the difference between you and women there who are doing the same job of prostitution? They do prostitution in some cases because they need jobs.
Okay, you can pause right there.
Prostitution because you need.
All right. Now here's the flip side of that with this bald faced tie wearing,
Balchinian.
fake woke simp right here. Is
Balchinian.
that all right? It's the simple fact that in America, prostitution is about to make the biggest comeback. Right? As a matter of fact, with some of these women, it already is. These only because that's what OnlyFans is. OnlyFans is really them
That's the
prostituting.
worst kind of
They're
prostitution.
prostituting themselves.
Yeah, can't even touch it.
All right.
What the fuck fun is that?
Well, a lot of them they actually have they prosecute
use
people
that.
coming and
True.
yeah.
use
So,
that.
but the point being is that you got a lot of women that are going to realize that they make more money prostituting themselves than they actually did at work. But everything's gonna it's going to become so bad in America then no one's going to be able to buy your services. And once the green tree is dry, they're just going to take it from you. That's where we're headed. That's what's about to happen. So you women out there, and you simps that support them, you're about to feel the judgment, man. Can I bring it out, bro?
It says, is this quote that Capo sent to me a long time ago. It says, women want the authority of a man, the benefits of a woman, the accountability of a child.
Damn, that's so right.
I gotta read that.
Read it again.
It says, women want the authority of a man, the benefits of a woman, and the accountability of a child.
Right.
And that's true, man.
Because, you know, it's like that saying, how, you know, rough men make easy times. And easy times make soft ass men and whorish women. I'm gonna add that to it.
Dang.
That's hard.
Rudeness.
Rough men, all right, build up societies.
Yep.
And make it, you know, and make them flourish. And then the men come after them, get soft as fuck, because they don't have to fight and you know, and build up the same, right. They lose their roughness, all right, okay? And then their women get promiscuous, and you know, and there was a quote that Capo sent it to me. It's in that phone, unfortunately. But it was some guy, I'm trying to remember his name. And in 1934, he did a study on all these ancient civilizations. And basically, the one thing that they all had in common was their women being wild and unruly, and sexual debauchery and unruliness before their fall. And America is definitely there. Right? Absolutely.
This is Isaiah 13 and 11. I'm going to read this down to 16. I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man, this is a real man, not no simp ass man, more precious than the fine gold.
And that's not talking about, you know, a follower of the FOI.
That's right, bro.
That's not talking about, you know, a follower of the 5%ers, or some soft Christian dude that's at church every Sunday in a suit. It's not talking about them. They're not going to be precious at all. Anyone who's not called on the name of, so even a lot of these Hebrews, right. A lot of these people that are woken up to the fact I say again, the fact that we are indeed the Hebrews of the Bible, all right? The right ones, the Israelites, because there are other Hebrews too. Abraham had many children, and everyone that was a seed of Abraham was a Hebrew, but there was only one chosen seed, all right? That's what Galatians is talking about, by the way, dumbass Christians.
Yeah.
All right.
Even a man, the golden wedge of Ophir. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place, and the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as a chased road, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee to his own land. Right. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined to them shall fall by the sword. Right. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
Right. So your children's gonna get put to death right in front of you. Oh yeah. All right. They're gonna take your belongings, right? And then they're gonna give the 16 eggplants to your wife right in front of you. Right. All right. That's gonna be happening a lot here when these lights go out. When there is no 911, and you women are going to remember, you're going to be reminded that you really are the weaker vessel. So we're going to see all that, you know, all that hand clapping and punching your fists, you know, all that bullshit that you did playing that tough woman chick, like you're going to fight a dude. We're going to see what happens, all right? When you know, when them lights go out, when what was it called, Cloud Crown fails you yet again. And there's no 911, there's no computers, there's no cell phones, and you just gonna run your lips into your way to these men out in the street. There's gonna be a lot of women floating in the river and in the lake, with they naked, because they've been used before they got dismissed.
Can I read this?
Right.
Read
it, brother. And I'm just giving you that. I'm not saying that I'm gonna do these things, right? What we're telling you is that this society that's about to happen.
Yeah.
Okay?
This is
There's a lot of
angry incels and these migrants and these all these strange people that migrants already snatching bitches up and fucking them. Young ones too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? And selling bitches.
Yeah, I got the Citizens Act, and it was broad daylight. Motherfuckers tried to snatch the bitch up and put it in the van in broad daylight.
Yep. It was funny you say that. This is an article from the UN Women. All right, the shadow pandemic. They call this a shadow pandemic. Violence against women during the siege to the 1-9. I'm not going to read all of them. I'm just going to read just an excerpt. It says, fast facts. Globally, even before siege to the 1-9 began, 1 in 3 women experienced physical or sexual violence, mostly by an intimate partner. Emerging data shows an increase in calls to domestic violence helplines in many countries since the outbreak of the siege to 1-9. Sexual harassment and other forms of violence against women continue to occur on streets, in public spaces, and online. This has been saying since the siege to the 1-9.
And it still hadn't turned back.
It ain't turned back. Because first of all, men are getting tired of these women.
Well, you're right. Then you got a lot of men that's not dealing with women too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of men just don't even want to deal with them anymore. You know, you got the passport bro movement. You know, the MGTOW. You got all these movements, and a lot of men, you know, they don't want to deal with these women. Yasharala and I were at a spot. I won't say the name, but we were at a spot that I like to go to a lot. There's near the dojo, and we watched the girl, all right, who kept eyeballing. Her eyes was on us the whole time. She kept looking over. Edomite chick with her cheeks out because it was Lollapalooza. She probably went straight to Lollapalooza.
Look it up.
And what do they call it? Not a hookup. Not a what did he call it? Not a booty call, but a foodie call. So she got, because she came there by herself. Next thing you know, a simp came outside and sat outside with her and bought her food and bought her drinks. All right. Whole time she eyeballing Yasharala. She was on her.
But went up to this other guy for a foodie call.
She went to a foodie call. The dude bought, basically, she went and got her some nerdy Edomite. He came out, and bought her lunch, bought her drinks, and after she got her fill, she gave him a little hug, stuck her little cheeks out, and we saw everything. We bent them over toward where we were, looked over her shoulder at Yasharala one more time, and she was out of there.
Wow. See, that's a common thing. A nigga take a bitch out. You know what? End of the whole little meal, she say, "On my ride here."
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times we Uber, but no, these bitches so bold. They're about ride here. And it's a nigga they finna fuck that night. They get in the car, they laugh about it. He like, oh, he bought you. What he buy you?
What? Damn.
Bitches sometimes have a damn leftover bag for him.
What he buy us?
I had him buy some extra for you, baby.
Because you say, I need something for my kids. Shit, bitch, this for him.
I just saw a story the other day on the ground. One of them things. The dude, he said the word. This story. He went on a date. He said, "What's the most fucked up date you ever been on?" He said, "I went on a date. I was waiting on the girl. The bitch come show up with her kids." And it's like, this is the first date. They show up with the kids. So he ended up, they end up at the date.
Well,
and then
I'm gonna hope that was the last date too.
of course, but it gets worse
because of her.
What's worse though? Then she says, she tells someone, like, she gets on the phone, gets off the phone, and says, "Look, just play along. And whatever we do, just play along." The baby daddy came and picked her up with the kids and him. She told the baby daddy that he was her oldest son from a previous relationship, and then he took them all back to the crib and then dropped him off at his crib, and he said he was done. But it said this is how simple.
Oh wait. So he was what's wrong with the older chick?
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't see.
So the chick said, "Oh, this is my oldest son."
Yeah.
Which is the baby daddy.
She got 3 kids, so she, that don't mean nothing, but. Yeah, but for
Look at the Muggley.
it's so blue that the baby daddy ended up dropping him off. You know what I'm saying? Because he got he said he stopped dealing with it. He said, I'm not dealing with that. No, but you just and then
that's my oldest son from
the podcaster asked him, he was like, well, don't it sound like you just got you for some food? He said,
so
that was like that. That's what made me
That's a foodie call.
Oh my God, I got foodie calls now. What the? It gets It keeps another thing just keeps
Well, you know
popping
what?
up.
If
all
you
the
got
time.
a
The
damn
fuck?
Coca-Cola and Newport fetish, you know,
Damn.
so she can give a dude some mouth, you know, give him some cheeks real quick,
Damn.
because you know,
The smell, boy.
cigarettes what damn near $20 now.
Damn. I
So
don't
a
know.
cigarette and a cigarette and a Coke, you know, she
And hairspray.
$25. You know, that's damn near the same thing you pay for a quick top off in the car or something.
Bring it up.
You know, so yeah.
GM sex.
Man, look, man. Like I said, monk mode for me, man. I'm done, man. I don't want to have nothing. I literally, I know how close we are, so I can wait.
Yeah, because I mean,
I can wait.
Yeah, because in a minute, when all hell break loose,
that was perfect time.
When all hell break loose, that's crazy. You know, these women really gonna see that they really are nothing.
Yeah.
All right, and that the whole time, like the elder brought out the scripture earlier, I will make a man as fine gold of Ophir, right? So what's gonna make these women put away their jealousy to say, let us be just called by thy name to take away our reproach?
Desperate measures.
Desperate measures for the nigger woman, for the Israelite woman to say, you know what, you was right. Fuck this shit. You know what I mean? This shit ain't right. Hey, for one, all right, taxes is going through the roof.
No, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but here's the flip part of that. The flip side of that, brother. You continue. The flip side of that coin, as a lot of these women that's gonna decide that it's okay now, they're not getting chosen.
They're not gonna get chosen.
No, you don't get to wait. Because it says in the day of thy power, thy women will be willing, but it's going to be the women putting forth the effort already. You're going to be able to read their spirit. You don't get to drink 16 rods yesterday and now say, okay, I'm ready to be your other wife.
Right, you know.
No, you don't get to do that.
And that's going for you women that, you know, that you done dealt with brothers and brothers maybe been trying to have some type of mercy on you. And you're going to be the worst case. You're going to be the worst cases. Alright? Because you think you're going to do what you want to do, and then at the final moment when all hell break loose, you're going to think you're going to water your little stank pussy back to the brothers. It ain't going to happen like that. Alright? Hey, just like the elder Malcolm like to say, hey, since you rode the cock carousel gonna ride you. The scriptures say your own sins will reprove you. Alright, so since you wanted to be a whore, alright, you gonna get rammed through like that damn woman who ran away from her Levite husband. Alright?
She got it bad.
Hey,
and it's gonna be a lot of that going on. She got it bad. They look that woman literally got fucked to death. All right. All right. Them Benjamites, you know. Yeah, she was farting on it and everything. There was a lot of hot tour and farting going on at the same time. All right.
Yeah.
She probably could barely breathe because every time there was an opening, she got stuffed with something else, man. You know. Yeah, all them Dexters that was twirling it, you know, there was some Benjamites.
And everything,
right?
And everything today is hypersexualized.
Yeah.
These niggas have an insatiable sexual drive.
Hey,
they can't be satisfied.
You're absolutely right, man. Antiochus got killed by his own devices, man. The Lord struck him with stomach issues. But he was rotting in his stomach, and Antiochus tortured a lot of people through their stomach, a lot of disemboweling and things of that nature, man. And so the Lord promises you that a lot of people gonna meet death and punishment by their own devices. So all them different rods, a lot of you gonna die that way. You literally gonna be under a sea of men, all right, that having their way with you until the life leaves you, all right, and they ain't gonna give no fucks,
none,
all right. You just gonna be getting pumped, all right, and everyone that touches your mouth, you gonna drink. Your stomach gonna be full. Your bowels gonna be full. Your nasty, funky, fish smelling. You about to get ravished in the worst way. This shit is about to happen, man. All right, this society is going to collapse. Right. This third world war is on your doorsteps. All right, they sending out letters to people now.
That's right.
Shit then got real, man.
Selective service system letters.
God, bring it out. We gonna play some of this.
This Deuteronomy 21 and 15. If a man have two wives, well, you know that a man is allowed to have multiple women. One be loved, another hated. They have borne him children, both to be loved and the hated. and the firstborn son be hers that was hated. So this is going into a law on inheritance of the sons. But it's letting you know that a man can have multiple wives. They said you have 2 wives. Plain as day.
That's yet another precept that they write. And if thou shalt take on another wife.
Right? That's the one I got. I had that one in Exodus 21 and 10. If he shall take him another wife.
What? If he should take him a what?
If he take him another wife.
Right.
In the beginning.
Meaning you already have a wife or wives already. Okay?
If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall not diminish.
So you're not supposed to diminish. So it's if you take on another wife and then the wife that you have, she diminishes, then you going off.
That's right.
All right. She's supposed to still stay where she's at, and you're supposed to still be giving her rod on the regular if you were giving it to her. It's like now that you got this new wife, I'm sexually starved because you always giving it to her. No, that's not what's supposed to. As a matter of fact, when a man is allowed to actually be a man, sex gets better for all the women.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, he's really charged to that. Yeah, he's turned up. He's actually in his natural state. He's in his truest, naturalist, masculine state. And you gonna be glad you got a sister wife. Like, girl, you people him tonight and shit. That nigga, I'm still walking funny. That's how it should be.
Come on. You have a person to talk to.
All right.
You got a person to do your hair for free.
Who can listen to your
that can actually help you or breastfeed your child.
Yeah, and it's more beneficial now than ever to have multiple wives because, on one level, because, what is it, trouble in the flesh. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about just, you're thinking about it business-wise. Right. Enterprise-wise, even ancient world, you didn't just multiply wives for no reason. Your wives and your children help with your enterprise.
Build your business or whatever it was you were doing.
Yeah, you got multiple incomes in one household. Instead of 3 motherfuckers paying 3 rents or 3 mortgages, now you got 3 people in one household, which lower the mortgage at least by 2/3, all right, which allow for more disposable income, which you women love to go on trips and do this and that. You will have more money. Plus, like Kanasha said, you'll have an actual friend that's going to give you counsel that benefits you. Not some bitter bitch that ain't got no nigga telling you to go play the fucking field.
Yep. And if you look at all the statistics, and it's been worldwide for years, everybody who been in polygamous relationship with the men.
And I really hate that word.
Me too.
They love to create words and then well go ahead.
It's polygamy.
Polygamy.
All right? Polygamy is when
a man with multiple wives. Every situation and case is always better financially, morally, and even the women who give the testimony said they'll say a little hesitancy to start, but they say, man, once we got in, we see the benefit, and they last longer. You don't have the bullshit. You don't have the divorces. You don't have the madness that's here in this bullshit with the America's monogamy bullshit.
Right. You got a woman. Let's say you want to go out. Alright, one woman may be overwhelmed. You got an extra help to help you with the children. Right. You got an extra person to cook. You got an extra person to clean. You got another thing. Help with the babies. Alright, if you pregnant and you have a baby, or even if both of y'all had a baby. Alright, let's say you don't produce as much breast milk as the other woman does, and you want your children breastfed. You can actually get a child the breast milk. All right, you'll have extra breast milk in the house for the children. You actually have more milk in the house. And then you actually have someone, right? Because a man ain't finna sit there and talk to you about all your problems. And look, we got our own shit going on. All right, you got another woman that actually sit there and really genuinely cares about what's going on because she in the same house with you. All right. You women are selfish. You're inconsiderate. You really don't love the man that you with. You want all eyes to be on you. But guess what? It's gonna come to a time to where it's gonna be forced on you because you ain't gonna be able to live. You ain't gonna be able to live. You ain't gonna be able. For one, going back to what I was saying earlier, taxes in the south suburbs then already shot up 300%. My mother was just complaining about it. All right, she said she went from paying $3,000 a year to $9,000 a year. She said, man, this shit is getting you can't afford it, and they on fixed income. You know, they getting up there. You know, my mother and my father almost 70 years old, and she like, damn, but it's gonna be rough. Once that happens, what's gonna happen with the rent and everything that's gonna shoot up? Especially with apartment buildings. Apartment buildings, a 3-flat is already in like places like Calumet City and things like they already paying $10,000, $11,000.
Oh, well, you know why that side of the whole real estate issue is having a problem. One of the reasons why it is having such a hard problem is because the commercial real estate is collapsing.
Oh, yeah,
It's completely collapsing, man. So the C19 fucked everything up because it got these people used to working from home. They don't want to go to work no more, and it got the business owners who were renting these spaces, these companies. They realized how much money that they was wasting when I could just pay you a little bit more to stay at home and laptops. Everybody can do work from the coffee shops and shit. The flip side of that thing is that the Crown Cloud is about to kill all that. AI is about to kill all that. It's because all those people who do work that way, they're about to lose their jobs. So, and one of the things that they're talking about in this video is the upcoming attack on the infrastructure of the internet here in America, and they're already telling you that it's Russia or China. So, which probably means that it's going to be done by a hacker that's paid by the CIA, more likely than not. And then they're going to blame it on one of these people, so they have an excuse to do whatever it is they're gonna do, and then it's just like Saint Benji said, when this chaos kicks off, and these Edomites think they're just gonna be shooting up migrants. Look, they're not gonna when they start shooting Venezuelans, they gonna add Mexicans and Puerto Ricans, and they definitely gonna add Judah to that. This shit gonna go. This shit, and not only that, but when they do that, all them agents and all them different nations is here that's against America. They gonna activate too, so now you good old boys gonna have to, you coming after Jake and them motherfuckers coming after you.
Hey,
this shit about to be crazy, man.
God. They showed the map where all the farmland China been buying up. It's right basically on top of key military points in America. They did the overlay and they showed the map. They had the one map where all the Chinese farmland is at, but they put an overlay of a map of where all the key military places are at.
Wow.
So they got the different bases where you got nukes and shit. It's military. These lands are owned by China now.
So you got tens of thousands of Chinese that are here. You got tens of thousands of different Ishmaelites and different types of Arabs. You got tens of thousands of Hamites. Right? Yeah, this shit.
It's already started.
Look, and like you said, America prior to Biden, it was about 335 million. Now it's almost 400 million, over 400 million people here. So you got about 55, 60, about 55 million more people in America. All right, and quite a few of those millions are men of military age. Even if it's just, what do you think a 1 million strong army could do?
A lot.
Just that. Behind enemy lines.
Man.
It's like, not done yet. All right?
It's
so
like the ultimate Trojan
you didn't open up your own fucking back door.
Yeah.
All right? And you didn't open up your party to everybody in the neighborhood, strangers you don't know, is in your house, and now you trying to shut everything down.
And everybody
in every room, you got people, and you going your people doing shit in your room. They in your jewelry box, they taking your shit, they in your bathroom.
Right.
You know, they having sex all over your house, and now you trying to get control of it. It's retarded, man.
They got your guns.
Do you know how you can see how much is really going bad? You've been driving that truck around, even going up north to go get those carpets.
Yeah.
That whole block on Lincoln, it was about 7 or 8 stores that were out of business.
Now you wonder why he's damn.
Bro, on Lincoln. And Boys Town. Then I've been out. I work in driving out to the suburbs. I'm going out to Alsip. I'm going to the south suburbs a lot.
Oh yeah.
They got when you see the suburbs,
strip malls are
Blue
just
Island empty. You're talking about stores. You know, when you see the suburbs now having the boarded up stores and not being able to give, when they used to be the safety little joint, just little small community and small family business. I grew going down 95th Street. See how many stores are closed down 95th Street going to Oak Lawn because we played the tournament right by the way we do the jiu-jitsu tournament at that same area. Right. And I'm seeing what closed down. It's lethargic, bro. That used to be a golden strip.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Elder, this clear you said that because you mentioned the retail shit, the south suburbs, right? What we was talking about. Instead of they did a lot of appeals to try to get the taxes, lowered and put it on the businesses. So like Home Depot, instead of putting the tax on Home Depot, they won't do it because Home Depot is so everything is so frigid right now, frail, they'll leave. They'll leave and just move. Fuck it.
And
It won't even be worth it to pay this high as taxes. But as of July 2024, public officials in Calumet City, Illinois, are considering redeveloping the 58-year-old River Oaks Mall into a mixed-use campus. The mall has fallen into disrepair in recent years, and redevelopment could include 78 million water, all this other shit. So it's not worth even having a mall no more to redevelop it. And River Oaks is a big mall.
That's a big ass mall.
And it's empty.
I remember when it was outdoors before they even built the ceiling over it. You know, it was outdoor. You went from store to store.
I remember that now.
Yeah,
You go back,
you know, when I was young. Yeah,
before they had an indoor mall, there was stores on the
yeah, it was all outdoors. So you walk, because I remember going in the Christmas. You know, the snow was out. You know, and it was
the movie theater,
the lights,
there,
and you know, and it was outdoors.
Yeah,
So you just walked from store to store.
Hey, shit.
It's some old romantic shit with your girl, you know.
Hey, what's crazy, when we was coming up, River Oaks, I grew up out there. River Oaks used to be the spot. That's where you went every weekend.
Evergreen Plaza.
Just 7 years. Just I say, just.
Well, that's what
7
teenagers
years
did
ago.
in America. They went to the malls.
And it was
Right.
busting too.
That was a lot of malls near the base where I was stationed in California. We had malls in all those cities, and that's what we would do. We would go to the malls to get the girls.
After Evergreen failed, Forest City been going down. River Oaks was still good. Up until 7 years ago, we go to River Oaks. It still be motherfuckers in there.
Because it's a suburb.
But now 2020, JC Penney went bankrupt out there. This is one of the big ones out there.
Sears was the first to go.
But just recently, River Oaks been just declining. They ain't got no money to repair that shit. This place through.
Yeah, and
Retail
niggas was
apocalypse.
getting shot and killed out there on a regular basis over the years too. So it's a total decline, man. So hey, but you know, we pretty much get the gist of it. We gonna get ready to wrap. Any brothers got any last scriptures?
This is Jeremiah 6:16. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths. Where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein.
Right. They don't want this, man. They don't want rest. These bitches out here more depressed. I mention this a lot because it's just facts. These bitches are more depressed now than ever.
Yes.
You got everything you asked for. You're free from the patriarchy, right?
Yeah.
And why are you more depressed now? Because the old ways is what rest is at. You're out here going from dick to dick. You're dealing with the headache of this man, that man, because you're supposed to be with the one man.
Lessening your value every time you do it.
And now they're complaining more and more and more about their finances and gotta work so hard. And I gotta go take care. I gotta take care of the kids. I gotta go cook. I gotta go do this. I gotta go do that. But that's what you asked for.
That's regular shit though. And the nigga one was already doing that. See, that whole feminist shit of, oh well now they fighting with them to get jobs. That wasn't a black issue. Let's not forget, the black woman was already enslaved, working. That wasn't a black issue. That's bullshit. They just wanted to go be sluts.
That's it.
Because they was already doing all that. They was doing just fine with doing that.
That's what I'm telling them. Don't complain now that you man, you gotta pay these bills and Pookie acting a fool and you going in and out of jail and all this other shit. Now this is what you asked for. You're independent black woman. That's why you wonder why we got the Passport Brothers, we got the Castle Movement, you got all this, and guess what? I just listened to one earlier today. The girl said she went into an event in LA, and she said it was over 1,000 people event, and all the couples there was a whole bunch of niggas there, and she said not one of them had a black woman. And she started, go ahead.
No, I actually look at the comments.
I didn't get a chance
It
to
was
look
beautiful. So many black men talking about we tired. They said we tired of the arguing, we tired of the headache. They tired of this shit.
Yeah, I remember that short video was going around.
I got it. I'm
Go ahead, put it up real quick.
Let's have options.
No, put it on the big.
Okay,
on the big
got
one,
it.
bro.
I got it.
It's in the group. It's in the Bishop's room.
I got it. That is how I
Bring it out, brother.
All right, this Micah 7:10. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where's Yahweh thy power?
See, these bitches scoff. Where's the Lord at? Where's the Most High? You're supposed to be this, you're supposed to be that. And they take that as a chance to puff themselves up.
Yep.
Because the Lord ain't destroyed this place yet. Because the Lord ain't put these bitches in their place yet.
And
it's going to happen.
And that's such a powerful scripture. That's the second time it came out.
Oh, damn.
You had, so yeah, because that's where we are, man.
Yep.
That's where we are.
Goes back to what Elder Malcolm said earlier. So you bitches that had a chance and y'all went to XYZ.
Oh, it's gonna be worse for y'all. You women who are actually with the prophets.
About 95% of them were black men with non-black women.
You ain't.
I'm putting it in the room. I'm having a problem finding. I'm just making sure it's the last one.
Can I read a couple
Go ahead, absolutely, brother.
Let Pastor finish now.
It says, my eyes shall behold her, now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the street.
For the
Unless
streets.
you got color, man. Hey, that Stone Cold is Stone Stuff a mud hole. That's what's gonna happen. There's gonna be a lot of Stone Cold Steve Austins out here. All right, stumping you bitches out, man.
Yeah, I just watched that Rebel Moon. I rewatched Rebel Moon, both movies. Because they have the director's cut now. That's on and it's longer, and they really and what they didn't show you in the first movie is pretty brutal and graphic, and is extra in the second movie. And they showed a lot of women getting put to death by those soldiers when they were coming in, man. They were having no mercy on the women, man. They was giving it to them just like they was dudes, man. And they was on that rape doctrine too.
Oh, that's for the Mr.
They
Israelis.
was on that. Oh yeah.
They complain they can't rape these motherfuckers in their prisons, which technically
that means they've been doing it all along. Now you gonna stop it? Now they mad.
Which when you if you in war with a motherfucker, you get their women. That's your right. That's called the spoils of war.
The booty.
That's why you call the woman. That's why you call her butt booty, because she's part of the spoils.
Surprise, yeah.
Booty. Yeah, when a pirate talking about getting the booty, he's talking about the treasure. A woman is part of that. She's what you capture and get, man.
Yeah, she's
that
part of
booty.
that treasure. She's part of that
Trying to
treasure.
get you
But go ahead and play that, bro.
Okay. All right, here you go.
And of the couples that were there, I recently went to an event and there were about 1,000 people there. And of the couples that were there, about 95% of them were black men with non-black women. The person leading the event was a black man that was married to a white woman. I'd be lying if I said that seeing all of this at the same time was not triggering. This is pretty much what the dating scene looks like overall in LA. Here are 4 other observations that I picked up on since moving to LA. It's not equal. It's not like I'm seeing a bunch of black women dating outside their race. In fact, I'm barely seeing black women dating at all. 2, it's gotten so bad that at this point, whenever I do see a black man that's single, the first thing that I'm asking myself is, I wonder if he dates black women. 3, within the past couple months, I've had conversations with multiple black women that actually want to leave LA, not because of the economy, not because they aren't flourishing in their careers, but simply because they feel like there's no love for them in LA. As a black woman myself, I can tell you honestly, when it comes to the romantic space, I have never felt more invisible than I do living LA.
Perfect. Those have options. And it's not just options, sometimes, baby, it's just preference.
Hey, preference. Keep talking, running your goddamn mouth. Kids don't know how to cook, don't know how to goddamn clean.
Goddamn
manly, to fucking masculine.
Too damn masculine, and yeah. So don't nobody want to deal with you, man. I tell you, I left Judah alone over 20 years ago. So.
Look it up.
I'm gonna hit just a couple.
20 years.
Black couples don't go to these weird events.
That's cat.
Yeah, that's cat.
Black people is everywhere.
Okay.
I just saw a nigga, you know, the trick little Arab dance, they hold hands, they do that shit.
Yeah.
I just saw a nigga that's turned up doing that. Niggas are everywhere. I said, how the fuck you over here doing this shit? He was right on point with it.
Hey, niggas be doing Ellum shit.
Right.
Doing it better than Ellum. What the hell you talking about, man?
Nigga, Jake, they said the Israelite man, you know, they like to go out with their women, so that's bullshit. Their women want to go somewhere, hey, Jake will take their woman out somewhere, whatever the case may be. You know?
Some of these comments is they don't want to be there for the process, they want to be there for the outcome. We go where we are appreciated.
Dang, preach.
Keisha only wants Pookie. Good men get used.
You say what?
Keisha.
144 lights.
Yeah, that 144 Holloway. Yeah.
Wow, call hello.
Call it
Keisha
I
only
wonder
wants
where they come
Pookie.
from.
Right. Brothers are tired of the disrespect, and we have plenty of options.
There you go, brothers tired of disrespect, man.
Stubbornness, being disagreeable, and always jumping to conclusions. Who wants to hang out with that all day? There's never going to be a shortage of black men. I mean, never.
Well, look at William Murphy's. Let's correct him. Our folks need to communicate. I get it. A country that hates you from the beginning made us hate ourselves. And to a certain extent, that's true. But you have to understand, off the slave ship, Eve, she started to turn on Jacob.
Exactly.
Right? And the Northern Kingdom did it as well. When the conquistadors arrived,
yep.
All right, these light-skinned motherfuckers with that armor and shit on, all right, they began to turn and conform. All right. So this goes back a long way, and it fulfills prophecy. All right. It said that our women would be harlots in the streets, basically.
Yeah.
Right, and that they will be against that their son that came forth out of their bosom. This is just the curses coming to pass, man.
Yeah.
But you would think though, with and a lot of that, like you said, they use the word Keisha. You people don't even realize how much effect the Hebrew Israelites have had on your so-called black culture.
That's right,
because a lot of things you say and do come directly from the men of the Lord.
That's right, brother.
All right? Because it was the men of the Lord that started calling Eve Keisha.
That's right.
All
Can I
right?
read these last two?
Absolutely.
There's more, but you know.
And many other things, terminology that y'all use.
Yeah.
But these just looked out to me. This is from E. Lion. We're just tired of women who are on their own program while rejecting God's program. Come on now.
Yeah.
Systems, order, and structure. That right
Where
there.
you think he get that from?
Come
He's
on,
calling
man.
himself E. Lion.
Come on, man.
So that guy has been watching Hebrew videos.
Come on,
Hebrew
man.
Israelite videos, man. Clearly.
And then he says systems, order, and structure. That's words that a woman would turn around and run. "Ah!" and
that's something. And that's something.
Accountability.
and that's something that only the Hebrews have been speaking about on the streets, on the highways and byways. You know, since forever.
Right, yeah.
All right. But no, but that's it, brother. We get ready to shut it down. Hey, so with that, we're gonna give all praises, all honor and glory unto
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakadash.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
Abba Babal.
Abba Babal. Turn those machines back on.